How is everybody doing today? Today I want to do something a little different. Shout out to my wife. Giving me the idea. She said, why don't you share some of your journey about your experience on YouTube? Well, it sounds like a cool idea. Shout out to Ashley for giving me that idea. But I want to start by saying thanks for everybody who's been watching. Thanks for everybody who's been supporting, liking, and subscribing. I know I'm not the most popular person in the world. And one reason why I made this channel, it wasn't to be popular, it was to give insight to people who wants to know about the information, to give the game back to the youth. Things that I went through, things that Jay went through, things that Peel coming on he went through. We just kind of think through those things and talk about those things. Understanding accountability as an individual and understanding how things work, the things that's unsaid. We talk about a lot of things playing around in the gray area. We talk about those things. It's dangerous playing around in the gray area because there are no rules. It's kind of survive, get out how you can, get back to stability. And we're going to look at the channel on YouTube. I want to show you how long we've been on this thing. So let me share the screen real quick. And as you can see, we've been on here since, see if I can make it bigger. We've been on here since 2021. Yeah. We've been on here since 2021. So about 3 years. I think this is our first one. As a matter of fact, let's look at it real quick. Yeah, we've been doing this since 2021. Once again, like I said, we're from Little Rock. I grew up in Southwest Little Rock. Jay grew up in Southwest Little Rock. Peel grew up in Southwest a little bit, mostly from the South Side, South End, whichever one. I mean, people call it different things, but we all grew up in Little Rock though, and we made content for those kids, kind of like us, man. You know, we wasn't into the drugs, wasn't into the streets. It was kind of in the middle. But sometimes the middle part is where a lot of kids get caught at, and you can get stuck teeter tottering in the middle. Because there are things in the middle you got to watch out for too, whether it's dating, financial decisions, career decisions, and just managing your accountability as an adult. Those middle area things that like people really don't like talking about, but it's understood. And some people don't understand. They just don't. They maybe not know, and we try to talk about those things. So check out this first podcast. This is the first one we ever did. Waiting on it to catch up. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. Oh, there we go. This is the first podcast. Oh man, was I skinnier? I don't know. Maybe bigger. So as you can see, I think it was at my bro crib. We're just learning how to do it with one camera, two lapel mics and a mixer. I made a video about that as well. How to get started making content. But man, we just kept grinding, kept making it. I want to go back to we started there and then we got to doing stuff outside. It's the first one we did outside. A lot of this stuff we doing is just trial and error. We're not a perfectionist. I know I'm not a perfectionist. I just try just about anything. I'm really more of a random kind of person. Like, man, let's just try it and see what stick. Sometimes that's not always the case. It don't work as well. Sometimes we had to scrap some stuff. But at the same time, what I would say is, man, you just gotta make it. Sometimes the hardest thing is just to start doing it. And as we one thing I want to tell you is, make this back bigger till I find it. One thing I want to tell you is, don't expect, don't expect to blow up fast unless you're doing stuff you want to go viral with. Like I said, we've been doing it for about 3 years, and I think we had 250 subscribers. That's what I'm saying. If y'all go hit that subscribe button, let us know what you think. We'll be very appreciated. But it's a slow grind. It's kind of like being in a crock pot. It's a slow cook, in my opinion. And don't get discouraged about a lot of these other people because they probably have big productions or people send them free stuff to use all the time. I'm just using the stuff on a budget. We just use what we have, and that's just what we do. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about using the green screen. I learned a lot about using the camera. I learned a lot about filming outside, audio. I do audio in my church. That's one of the things I learned before I even got into the podcasting. I do the soundboard in my church, so I know how to use a soundboard. I learned how to use a camera. I've been using cameras on and off since I was a kid. I always been enamored by camcorders, but I only use one camera, a Sony A6400. I want to get newer cameras, just don't know, kind of figure out what I want to get. Do I want a cinema camera? Do I want another Sony camera, like a FX3 or something? I don't know. Time will tell. It's probably gonna be based on budget. But and another thing I do, I'm trying to make the content now because I'm going to school at the same time and doing a lot of other things. Trying to get around to going around talking to kids about transitioning from teenager to being an adult and how to maintain the lifestyle as an adult. It's a lot of things we talk about. A lot of the topics are catered around like stuff that we went through, not something that we heard or something somebody said in a book. Stuff that we actually went through and can talk about. But because I know I'm not perfect, I let them tell their story. But I'm not perfect. Man, I went through it. I done made so many mistakes and did so much crazy stuff. Some people wouldn't even allow themselves to do those things. And I can say that I seen myself at my worst, and now I'm seeing myself better and better each day. Some people never seen themselves at their worst, and I'm not knocking that. You really don't want to see that. But what I can say is I'm not perfect, and I'm just progressing day by day. I'm progressing. And that's all you want to do is progress and grow each day. Each day. Been married for 13 years, two kids, father, working IT, been working in IT for over a decade. So a lot of stories, a lot of things, just get it out as they come. Talk about different little conversations. Matter of fact, let me know in the comments anything you would like to hear us talk about. So I want to find when we first started going outside. I gotta find that one. Because a lot of our content is like a mixed. A matter of fact, I'll show it to you. It's weird. It's like you may get. It's like waves of people looking at it, which is no issue. I'm trying to find what was outside. Let's see. Other than the weather, filming outside is actually pretty cool. It's just weather and time constraints because we both work full-time jobs. All three of us work full-time jobs. We have kids, family stuff to come up. So we really try to work around our schedules best we can. That's what StreamYard came into play. Shout out to StreamYard where we can do stuff remote. We don't have to try to really force the issue to meet up in person. And when we get time to shoot outside, we will shoot outside. But most of the time, we've been using StreamYard because that allows us to still record and make content even though we can't meet in person all the time. So with that being said, if I could find it, so much content, man, it's crazy. But like I said, yeah, we started in 2021, still in the game, 2024, and we just gonna do it our way. She likes it my way, my way. I think this is the first time we shot outside right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think this is the first one we shot outside. Learning about audio when you outside. Lapel mics are tough to use outside because they pick up everything. But I think this is when our schedule was a little different. We could do more stuff during the daytime. But yeah, it was fun making it. It was the first time we filmed outside. Like one camera, like say the Sony A6400, two wireless lapel mics, and I think it's easier to shoot outside because you don't have to worry about backgrounds and stuff like that. The outside is your background. I was still learning about using audio at this time, but since then now I have a mixer that I use and actual microphones that I use. And what day was this? This was 2 years ago. But the wind really was battling with the mics. It was blowing across the mics and making it go in and out sometimes. Oh wow, randomly picked that. That's what's up. So guys, what I say, we've been doing this for years, man. 3, maybe 4 years, something like that. 2021, yeah. 3 years. Really about to go on 4 because of 2025. Yeah, 2025. And just enjoy making it. If everybody subscribe, hit that button, help us get monetized. We can invest back into the podcast, make more content. Lord willing, if people subscribe, it don't cost nothing to hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We can get a studio in downtown Little Rock somewhere or something. And we can interview people. We can have people come in, studio, sit down, interview with them, talk, share insight for the young people. And we could just continue to make more content. What I would tell somebody though, please don't get discouraged about making it. Just make it. Your personality may be more relatable. The things that you make may be good. It's just all about, what content do you want to make. I decided to make positive content. I decided to make content to reach back to the youth. That was the choice that I made. I do funny stuff every now and then, but as far as the niche stuff, I don't know, because I'm not one person. I don't do just one thing. I'm kind of, like I said, naturally, I am a random person, naturally. So random things get my attention. I probably could have had ADD when I was younger, but my mom had this thing called a leather strap that kept me in line. So now I'm more, it's like a focused ADD. I may be multitasking different things, but then I narrow it down and focus on one thing here, one thing there, like prioritize it with time. But the journey has been awesome. I'm gonna go back to our main page. I just want to show you. No, we don't get like the crazy viral stuff. We don't. We just growing over time, and like I say, 3 years we got 252 viewers in 3 years. So take that with a grain of salt. Granted, we don't post content every day just because of time constraints, work schedules and stuff. But as much as we can is that we're allowed to do as far as with time, we post. And I say we got 252 subscribers. Um, Trying to get to 1K, 4,000 watch hours. I think it's 4,000 watch hours still. And man, like I say, man, we just trying to make content to give back to the youth, man, and even middle aged people. Because like I said, I know I've been there. There are points that you come into your life, you just, man, I want to take the next step. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know what it is. What's the next step? And we try to break those down, like those next steps, and think through stuff. I know we was talking about the lawsuit, um, workplace drama. I think we all know that people have workplace drama. A lot of people just don't talk about it. Oh yeah, look at it. I'm live right now. Ain't that something? Some people just don't talk about it. And what I'll say is this: don't get discouraged by having videos with no views. Eventually, somebody will come and look at it. You just have to make it and post it. Because when you think about it, YouTube is like so many people. And if you're not famous, you're not a celebrity, you're just a regular person, you're not going to just really stick out like that. You have to keep being consistent, keep posting the content, see what sticks, and eventually people will discover you or they'll find you. And like I say, I don't make the stuff that go viral. I don't go crazy or what's it called? Faux extra. I don't do talk crazy and stuff. And not my deal, not my game. My game is to help those young people, those middle-aged people that's trying to elevate themselves, develop themselves into a better individual through good choices, good decisions, and good time management, and make it happen. Execute. So let me know in the comments, what would you like to hear us talk about as a channel? What are some of the things you hear us talk about that you would like to hear us expound on even more? And once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for checking us out. Like I say, we are from Little Rock, Arkansas. Been living here all my life. Born and raised here. My family is from a small town, Sweet Home. Then we lived in Little Rock most of our lives, and that's what it is. And like I say, made this channel to reach back and give insight to our young people and middle-aged people. Because actually, I'm 41, so 41 and under, I guess. I don't know. So, but let me know, what would you like to hear us talk about? Engage with us. We would love the engagement. Love for you to help us grow, help us spread the word. And with that being said, anybody that we know, let us know. If you want to come on and talk about some of the experiences you had growing up, whether it's college, whether it's growing up in Southwest, high school. Shout out to the McClellan Lions. Where my background at? I gotta shout out to the McClellan Lions, baby. They may have tore the school down, but they didn't tear the spirit down, man. Once you align, you always align.
See, I'm too deep to change. Everybody know my name. I guess I gotta charge it to the game.
But shout out to my man, people from McClellan. Like anybody that you want to come on, man, talk about the experiences, man. Hit us up. Um, Send us a DM on at CTMTV LR on Facebook. Uh, you can message my page on Facebook, Michael Gray. Just let us know, man. Come give these kids, come talk to us. Let's have a conversation about growing up in Little Rock, man. It is not all bad. It's no different than any other city, but the difference is, can you make good decisions? Can you make good choices? And can you make the mindset to develop yourself, even when the circumstances are not ideal? Can you overcome your circumstances? This is Mike. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Love everybody who's been supporting. Thank you. And we're going to keep it moving and keep posting. I'm out.